Hello friends, in this video we will see how to find the other zeros of a polynomial, which is this one, if two of its zeros, that is 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3, two of its zeros are given. So how to find the other zeros? Now let's see. This is the polynomial. As we are aware about that, this polynomial is a degree 4 polynomial. So definitely if we are going to factorize the polynomial, definitely we will get 4 factors. Two zeros of the polynomial are given, that is 2 plus root 3 is the first zero and 2 minus root 3 is the second zero. So as we are aware about that, if we are changing the sign of the factor, sign of the zeros, changing the sign of the zeros of the polynomial and associating with them, changing the sign of the zeros, associating with the variable, we can get the factors of the polynomial. Similarly, we will do the same thing here, changing the sign of the zero and associating with the variable, so we will get the factor of the polynomial. So we have two factors of the polynomial. First factor is, if we are opening the bracket, first factor is x minus 2 minus root 3, and the second bracket, if we are opening the bracket inside, so x minus 2 plus root 3 is the second factor. We don't have two factors, this one and this one, we don't have two factors, and we are interested to create these factors now. How can we get? Now let's see. Before that, we will go through a basic concept in the numbers. Suppose a number is 24 and two of its factors are 2 into 2, but remaining two factors we are not aware about that. As here in the polynomial, two of factors we are aware about that, but remaining two factors we are interested to get. Similarly, we can see the same thing here in numbers. So two factors are we have, and remaining two factors we are interested to get. So 24 is equal to, if we are multiplying the factors, so we will get 4, and remaining two factors we are not aware about that, I am leaving as it is, the question mark. Now dividing this 24 by the product of the factors, that is 4. So 24 divided by 4, so we will get the quotient, and quotient should be 6. If we are going to factorize this quotient, so we will get two factors, and now these are the two remaining factors that we are interested to get. Two factors we are not aware about it. Now the two factors are 2 and 3. Similarly, we will do the same thing here in polynomials. Here the polynomial we have, two factors we have. We are interested to get other two factors. So how to get other two factors? First of all, get the product of the factors, as we have got the product of the factors here, that is 4. And then number divided by the product of the factors. Similarly, we will get the product of the factors. So now we are getting the product of the factors. Now see here, this is x minus 2, this is x minus 2. This is minus root 3 and this is here plus root 3. If we are applying the identity a minus b into a plus b, this is like a, this is like b, this is like a, this is like b. So if we are applying a plus b into a minus b, so we will get a square minus b square. So it should be like x minus 2 the whole square minus root 3 the square, that is 3. So if we are opening the bracket, so we are finding x square minus 4x plus 4 minus 3, that is x square minus 4x plus 1. So we are finding the product of the factors, given factors is x square minus 4x plus 1. If we are dividing the polynomial with this product, so we will get a quotient. As we got the quotient here is 6, so we will get the quotient here also. So now we are going to divide this polynomial. Polynomial is x to the power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35. If we are going to divide this polynomial by the product of the factors, that is x square minus 4x plus 1. As we have divided the number by the product of the factors, we got a quotient. Similarly, we will divide the polynomial by the product of the factors and we will get the quotient. Here the quotient further factorize. So we will get the quotient and we will further factorize, and that factors must be the other factors of the polynomial. Now let's see. We are interested to get x to the power 4 and we have x square. So we will multiply this x square by another x square. So x square multiplied by x square, we will get x to the power 4. X square multiplied by minus 4x, so it should be minus 4x cube. X square multiplied to plus 1, that is plus x square. So we will get plus x square, changing the sign, minus plus minus. So we are finding here minus 6x cube plus 4x cube, that is minus 2x cube. And now 26x square negative and again x square negative. So we are finding here minus 27x square, bringing down plus 138x and minus 35. Now our task is minus 2x cube and here we are getting x square. So we can multiply this minus 2x into x square, that is minus 2x cube. And now minus 2x and minus 4x, that is plus 8x square. So plus 8x square minus 2x plus 1, that is minus 2x only. So if we are going to change the sign, minus and then plus, so we will get here the first terms cancel. Now 27x square and minus 8x square, we can find here, both are negative, so we can find here 35x square negative. 2x and 130x, both 138x, both are positive, so it should be 140x. And now minus 35 as it is, bringing down minus 35 as it is. So our task is minus 35x square and we have x square. So we will multiply this by minus 35. So minus 35 into x square, that is minus 35x square. Minus 35 into minus 4x, it should be plus 140x. And minus 35 with plus 1, it should be minus 35 automatically. So change the sign, plus minus plus, we are getting all are cancelled and ultimately remainder is 0. So remainder must be 0 because we are dividing the polynomial with the product of the factors. So automatically remainder must be 0. Now here we got, whenever number was divided by the product of the factors, we got a quotient and quotient further factorized and we got the remaining factors. Similarly, polynomial divided by the product of the product of factors, we got a quotient. And now if we are factorizing this particular quotient, so we will get the remaining factors. Actually this is the product of remaining factors, so we are interested to get the factors of this. So we will get the factors of this and it is x square minus 2x minus 35. So how can we get the product of, how can we get the factorization of this one? So splitting the middle term is the right way and it is the only way right now. So we can say x square minus 7x plus 5x are the, minus 7x and plus 5x are the splitting parts of minus 2x and minus 35 as it is. So in the pairs we are finding x is common, so x minus 7 remains inside. If we are taking common plus 5 here, so automatically x minus 7 remains inside. X minus 7 remains inside. So x minus 7 common, x minus 7 common. So we are finding x plus 5 is the second factor. So x minus 7 and x minus 7 and x plus 5, sorry, x plus 5 is the second, third and fourth factor. So now third and fourth factors are x minus 7 and the last one is x plus 5. X plus 5. So the question was that find the other zeros. Two zeros, first and second, was given and we are interested to get the other two zeros because polynomial is degree 4 polynomial. So 4 zeros must be there. 2 zeros are given. 2 zeros we are interested to get. So how to get the 2 zeros? Now see here, two factors are there. If we are going to equate the factors to 0, so we will find x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 5, that are the remaining two zeros. How to get the zeros? Whenever we have the factors of the polynomial, we are going to equate the factors to the zero. Whenever we are equating the factors to the zeros, we are getting the values of variable, and that values of variable are called zeros of the polynomial. So remaining two zeros are 7 and minus 5. Our answer is what? Our answer is 7 and minus 5. These are remaining two zeros. So this was the actual full method. As here we have seen that number, two factors are given, remaining two factors are unknown, number divided by the product of the factors, we got a quotient, and now further we have factorized the quotient. Similarly, polynomial is there. With the help of zeros, we got the factors of the polynomial, two factors of the polynomial. Polynomial divided by the product of the factors, we got the quotient. Similarly, here we got the quotient, and further I is factor. Now we got the quotient. Further we have factorized that, and we got the two factors. Two factors of the polynomial was we have, and now we got the remaining two factors, and now ultimately we got the zeros of the polynomial. That is the full method. Now let's see the shortcut of that. As we are aware about that, this is a degree 4 polynomial. So definitely we have four factors. So we are interested to get the factors, and ultimately with the help of factors we will get the zeros. Two of zeros of the polynomial are given, that is 2 plus root 3, 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3, two zeros are given. How can we find the factors with the help of zeros? If we are changing the signs of the zeros and associating with the variable, we are finding the factors. So now changing the sign of the second zero and associating with the variable, now this is the second factor and this is the first factor. So ultimately if we are opening the internal bracket, we will get x minus 2 plus root 3, that should be the first factor. X minus 2 plus root 3 is the first factor. And now opening the bracket here, so we will get x minus 2 this is plus. So if we are opening the bracket x minus 2 minus root 3, so we are writing this one here, x minus 2 minus root 3, and we are writing opening the bracket x minus 2 and it should be plus root 3, so we are writing this one here. Now two factors we have, we are interested to create the remaining two factors, and we are not going for the division process here. So how to get the remaining two factors, and with the help of these factors we will get the zeros. So how to get the two factors? Now first of all get the product of the factors, given factors, and now we are finding here this is x minus 2 plus root 3, this is again x minus 2 minus root 3. So if we are finding here, this is like a, this is like b, so we can apply here a plus b into a minus b identity, that is a square minus b square, that means x minus 2 whole square minus root 3 the square, that is 3. So we are finding here x square minus 2x minus x square minus 2x into 2 and plus 4 minus 3, opening this x minus 2 whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square and minus 3 as it is. So ultimately the product of the two factors is x square minus 4x plus 1. This is the product of two factors, two given factors, that is x square minus 4x plus 1. Now we are interested to get the other two factors. Before finding other two factors, we will get the product of the factors, and then we will factorize to get the other factors. So how to get the product of the factors, product of the remaining factors, how to get? Let's see. First of all, this product of the given factors we will write 3 times. So x square minus 4x plus 1, we will write this product of the factors 3 times, x square minus 4x plus 1 and now x square minus 4x plus 1. We will multiply something in these three, x square minus 4x plus 1. We will multiply something in these three, x square minus 4x plus 1, to get the polynomial again. How to get the polynomial? We have to multiply something in these all three, and after that we will get the product of the factors. So how can we get the polynomial first, and after that we will get the product of the factors? Let's start. We are interested to create x to the power 4 first. So x square is given, we are going to multiply x square into x square, and now we will get x to the power 4. Multiplying and writing upside, x square minus 4x, that is minus 4x cube, x square plus 1 is plus x square. So for getting the polynomial, first term is x to the power 4, and now x to the power 4 can be created if this first term multiplied by x square. So we will get x to the power 4. Our first task is completed now. So we have to multiply this x square here and here also, multiply as the same. Now second task is 6x cube, but we have x square multiplied by x square, x to the power 4, x square multiplied to 4x, that is 4x cube, sorry, x square multiplied to 1, that is x square only. Our next task is 6x cube negative, but we have 4x cube only. 4x cube we have, and our task is 6x cube. 4x cube negative, 6x cube negative, only minus 2x square are required. 4x square we have. If we are anyhow getting minus 2x cube, so minus 2x cube minus 4x cube, that will give us minus 6x cube. Our task must be completed. But now 2x cube we need. How can we get minus 2x multiplied to this number? Minus 2x multiplied to x square, so we are getting here minus 2x cube. So minus 4x cube minus 2x cube, that is minus 6x cube. Our task is completed now. So getting this task, we have multiplied here by minus 2x, and we got minus 2x cube. Our second task is completed. So we are thinking about that which number is required to multiply, like this, our task. And now think about that, how can we complete the task? As per the task, multiply the number. Now 2x multiplied to minus 4x minus 2x multiplied, and ultimately we will get 8x square positive. Minus 2x multiplied to 1, it should be minus 2x only. Now our next task is minus 26x square. We have two terms of x square, that is x square and 8x square. Our next task is 26x square negative, but we have 8x square plus x square, 9x square. So how can we get minus 26? So if we are going to multiply here by 35 negative, so this will give us minus 35x square. This is minus 35x square, and minus 35x square plus 8x square plus x square, all three terms we are adding, we will get minus 26x square. This task is also completed now. Minus 35 into minus 4x, so it should be minus 140x. And now minus 35 multiplied to plus 1, it should be minus 35. Let's see our task is completed or not. Minus 140x negative minus 2x negative, that should be positive. How it is negative? So minus 35 minus 4x, it should be 140x positive, and it is minus 2x plus 140x. So we will get, if we are going to add them, we will get 138x positive. We got that. And now minus 35 into plus 1, we got the minus 35, and this is minus 35. So our task is completed. We have written x square minus 4x plus 1 3 times, multiplying something in these all three, return the multiplication upside, and now this total thing given us the polynomial again. Our task completed now. We got the polynomial, and now we are taking this one, this one, this one common. So x square minus 4x minus 1 is common. What is remaining? X square remained, minus 2x remained, and minus 35 is remained. So this is the product of first two polynomials. We have this one already, and now this is again a quadratic polynomial, and this is the product of remaining two factors. This is the product of remaining two factors. Now if we are going to split the middle term, we will get the remaining two factors, and remaining two factors are these factors. Now going for the same, x square minus 7x plus 5x minus 35. If we are taking common x from the first pair, so we will get x minus 7. If we are taking 5 common, so x minus 7 here, x minus 7 is the first factor and x plus 5 is the second factor. Now other two factors are x minus 7 and x plus 5. So x minus 7 is the third factor and x plus 5 is the fourth factor. So how can we get the zeros? Two zeros we have, remaining two zeros are required. So if we are going to equate the factors to 0, x minus 7 is equal to 0 and x plus 5 is equal to 0. So ultimately we are getting x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 5. So these are two remaining zeros of the polynomial. And now see here, in the previous method we got the same, x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 5. These are two zeros, and now here also we got the 7 and minus 5 are the zeros. So this process is also useful in the examination. We can use this process in the examination if we are not writing this step in the examination. So we can write the remaining things properly, like product of the factors. We can write here product of the factors. If we are writing here zeros are, factors are, product of the factors, then we are writing. And if we are not writing this step, so that could be the right way. But if we are writing this step for ourselves and now rubbing that, ultimately we will get the same thing. So it will be helpful for us only. This step is helpful for us only if we are writing this method in the examination. So we will get the nice marks also. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks all.